This week in Grace's Girls Club, we're diving into an area of STEM that we haven't talked a ton about, but I want you to meet someone very, very special, very passionate and committed to her job. I'm thrilled to have her as a part of GGC. Beth, welcome to Grace's Girls Club. It is so great to have you here. Please introduce yourself, tell us where you work and your title.
I will. My name is Beth Goodwin. I'm the Chief Executive Officer, the EarlyWorks Children's Museum. We also have the Alabama Constitution Hall Park, but EarlyWorks Children's Museum is my passion.
Tell me a little bit about the museum. What are some of the reasons that people go? What are some of the missions that the museum has day to day?
The EarlyWorks Children's Museum is here for the children of the North Alabama and Southern Central Tennessee to come in and play. And we do play a little differently here. Play is the way children learn. Play is the work of childhood. So we try to give exhibits and do programming that inspires them to play and imagine and dream. And so that's what we do. We're all about dreams here at EarlyWorks.
Which is something that Grace's Girls Club can definitely get behind and is very familiar with. So being CEO of EarlyWorks, walk me through your day-to-day.
My day-to-day changes all the time with any job, but especially with the Children's Museum. You never know what's going to come up. I spend most of my time looking for ways to fund all of these great projects that we're doing. But the great part of my job is getting to walk around and talk to the children and find out what interests them, what they want to see in our museum, and then trying to find ways to bring that to them.
That is awesome. So I have a 2-year-old nephew, and they have a children's museum where he lives, and he is asking 3 times a week, take me to the museum, take me to the museum. So I know that the kids in North Alabama and Southern Tennessee just love EarlyWorks and all those exhibits that you bring very purposely for them.
They do. We've got it's a big summer. We have Paw Patrol this summer. So if
Wow.
you're in our age range, that's big. That's big.
That's the real deal right there. So Beth, of the letters in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, I want you to walk me through which you use most on a day-to-day basis, but then also some of those aspects that can be found at EarlyWorks.
Well, I would say for me personally, what I use more is the M. I have to use math a lot because we have to find ways to make those dollars work for our museum, for the children. So I would say M is probably the one I use the most. But for EarlyWorks, we use all of those. We even add the A for art. So we pride ourselves on having something for all of those letters. STEAM at EarlyWorks is our focus. Everything we do, we are adding STEAM and STEM initiatives every day. And I can't say enough about the things that happen here. The Tinker Lab, we do lessons twice a day in the Tinker Lab. And then it's always available for kids to come in and just make whatever they're inspired to build.
And I have to tell you, I love that. So much of growing in childhood and learning and becoming all you can be as an adult is that early intervention stage as a child and that early exposure stage. I was just reading some statistics the other day about women in Alabama. Only 4% of professional women within the state are involved in STEM. And of the people in STEM, only 27% of those are female. So we're kind of working at a not a disadvantage, but as the lower number than what I think a lot of us would like to see. So having some of those tools available when kids are itty bitty and teaching them about the foundations of STEM or STEAM, and even if they choose to do something completely different with their life, the problem solving that comes with that, I know will serve them well in time.
That's exactly right. We're the first. We're the first. We get the littlest learners, and Mr. Rogers was right when he said play is the work of childhood.
Mm-hmm.
But we watch these kids in the Tinker Lab, and who knows, the kid looking for playing in the Tinker Lab, maybe the next, that may be a little girl that finds the cure for cancer later on. I mean, that's where it begins. It begins when they're little and it begins in their imagination.
It's so true. I completely agree with that. So let's say I'm at home and I'm watching and I think, okay, this is great. I have business sense. I have a little bit of a financial mathematical mind. I want to be just like Beth when I grow up. Walk me through the type of schooling, the type of degree that you went through to get to this place, and then what educational advice you might have for people looking to follow in your footsteps.
Well, I'm a graduate of Auburn University. I'm a proud graduate of Auburn University, but my path is a little different. While I'm not traditionally, I'm not someone who graduated in a STEM field. I graduated with a degree in mass communications with journalism and public relations were the things I worked in. I wanted to, and when I got out of school, I was in the news business. I worked in newsrooms. So my path has been a little different. After that, I worked with country music artists and NASCAR. I've done a lot of different jobs that were marketing jobs. So my path was through marketing, and that's how I came to EarlyWorks was as the director of marketing.
Which makes a lot of sense because a lot of what you do is marketing to children.
Exactly, exactly. When I got this job, there was obviously my title is chief executive officer, but the truth is, what I really am is the dreamer in chief. I come up with, I dream what can be possible, and then we figure out how to make it happen.
Oh, that is so cool. Can we get that on a business card, Dreamer in Chief? So I want you to walk me through who might be a good candidate for this field. What I mean by that, if I was talking about on-camera meteorology, I would say someone that's very thermodynamics and physics and math-based, someone with a protector instinct for their viewers during severe weather, someone who has really good time management and can work under time pressure on TV. Those might be the characteristics of someone that would excel in my field. What might be the characteristics of someone that would excel in yours?
In my field, I'd say the number one thing that someone would need to have is the ability to think on their feet and to be able to keep multiple projects going at the same time and do that successfully. But the most important thing that you need if you want my job is to have the ability to dream and imagine and come up with ideas for things, and then be a good team leader, be able to build a team. While I am not someone who traditionally has worked in STEM, I have a team behind me that is all they do every day is work in STEM and to bring lessons to the kids, to bring art, to bring science, technology, engineering, math. So there are so many options in this field. But for mine personally, I would say you just need to have the ability to dream of possibilities for this museum.
Yeah, absolutely. I could totally see that. And I'm glad you brought up that piece about leadership. I was talking to someone here at our office the other day, and they said, you know, the workplace is an interesting combination. You almost never get to choose your managers, but people always choose their leaders. And those are two different things. And so I think you're right. Women who are wanting to achieve, who are wanting to go forth and be powerful and have these wonderful careers, making sure you're a good leader is a really key component of that.
Oh, it absolutely is because I can't do everything. I don't know how to do everything, but I do know how to find people that do. Mm-hmm. And I think my greatest asset or what gives me the most success is letting people do what they're good at, giving them the freedom and the tools they need to excel in their own right.
Well, I mean, can I come work for you? No, I'm just kidding. It's great
yes,
at Way.
You can.
They give me those same things here, but that sounds pretty good. I know a lot of people that would sign up for a leader like that. So, Beth, walk me through why you chose this field. What was it? You obviously have a vast background, a pretty impressive resume. What was it that was so attractive about this?
I think just the opportunity to work with children. Originally, when I came here, as I said, EarlyWorks Children's Museum is there are two. We have the Children's Museum, but we also have Alabama Constitution Hall Park. And so I originally went to Constitution Hall Park as a student, but I am an eighth generation resident of Madison County, and I have my ancestor is one of the signers of the Constitution that was signed across the street in
Wow.
1819. So that's where my interest in this organization began. But when I came here and I started to work with the children in the Children's Museum and see those faces, there's really nothing like watching a group of kindergartners come and experience the museum firsthand. Christmas time around here, when you have bus loads of elves coming in, I can't, there's no way to tell you what that feels like.
I could see that. Seeing their little gears turn is probably pretty fantastic. So, would you say that is the best part of your job, or is there something else you'd pinpoint as the best?
No, the best is the kids. Watching them be inspired, watching them learn through play. Those are the things that matter. That's what our future is. This is workforce development at the very beginning.
It's so true. It's so true. So, if that's the best part of your job, what is maybe one of the most challenging portions of your job that you have to deal with?
Money, money. We are a nonprofit, and as any nonprofit will tell you, it is always finding those avenues so that we can do more and bigger um, exhibits, programming. So that's always going to be there. We have a lot of great donors, and I don't want to say that we don't. We have great partners. We have the city of Huntsville, Madison County, the state of Alabama, all contribute to delivering a great product to the children of the Tennessee Valley. And we also have great partners in the corporate world here in this area. So we're very fortunate, but there's always more to do. We have a huge reimagination plan that we're working on. So that's the most challenging is finding ways to bring great products to this community.
Right, absolutely. No, I'm with you. I'm sure very grateful, but there's very few of us that wouldn't smile at a couple extra zeros at the end of that bank account
Right.
balance, you know?
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
one more question for you before I let you go. I want you to walk me through if you had a message to young girls who were, or just young students in general, who were interested in joining the STEM workforce one day, what would your message to them be?
I think my message for all children, especially girls, is dream big. They dreams do come true. It will take hard work and it will take perseverance, but the sky is truly the limit if you dream it, but then you work toward your goals, you can do anything. And there are always people out there that will support you if you ask for help, especially women like me who have gotten some level of success. We're always ready to turn around and help someone else climb that ladder. So look for those helping hands, and but continue to dream.
That is a great point. Absolutely great point. Well, Beth Goodwin, CEO of EarlyWorks Children's Museum, thank you so much for being here. Welcome to Grace's Girls Club.
Thank you. I'm excited to be a part of it.